I am trying to achieve, and the ultimate goal is living your life with the awareness. Don't just go like a dead fish. Only dead fishes goes with the flow. Stay aware about your stay aware about your actions, whatever the things you are doing, and how responsible you are for those actions. Learn from them. You all get experience in whatever you are doing, and just keep learning about it. So, if I have to conclude this in one sentence, I want to live my life consciously. Like whatever I am doing, I am fully aware. Either I am drinking a glass of water or I am just having some stimulating activities. I should be fully aware.
After hearing such amazing answers from you, there was a question I wanted to ask. Does looks really matter? What's your view on that?
Okay. Answer my question. How many people do you remember based on looks, and how many people you remember based on their behaviors, actions, and how they treated you? I think this question itself is the answer of this question. Yeah, we appreciate if someone is beautiful. Oh, this girl is beautiful. That guy is handsome. Yeah, but that is just temporary. You will not remember him for his looks for your entire life just because he was beautiful. I have seen some beautiful faces and they are not worthy of remembering them. And I think what is the parameter of looks? On what is the benchmark of judging someone on the basis of their looks? Just because they have some certain sort of facial ratio that, or some, you know, have some specific height or some physique or so many physical traits. At some point, it is important, or I can say it makes. But after certain level, what you do, how you behave, how you treat people, that is what get remembered. So I think, yeah, partially it affects.
What's the definition of self love for you?
The definition of self love for me is being real, being aware about myself, about my thoughts, and whatever I am doing, was I that conscious while doing? Like physically, I am here, and mentally, I am thinking something, trying to do something in my mind that, oh, I should have done this and that. My only, if the only answer that I want to, if I want to conclude this in one line, is that being real is the only self love for me. Just be real, be accountable to yourself. Whatever you do, take ownership of whatever about your actions, and just stay real again. Don't try to pretend, because that's where the issue comes then. So for me, self love is being real, being honest, ridiculously honest. That is the answer.
Your line, being real is the self love, hits hard. What are your views about karma?
Well, I will answer this question without sounding religiously. I don't believe in karma like the priest or any religious guru preaches. If you do something with someone, then this will return back to you. No, I don't believe in karma like this way. For me, believing in karma is like, if I do something bad with you, then there will be a question in my mind, or there will be a guilt or shame or regret, and that thing will haunt me. And I think that is the core getting backstabbing, or I can say, when we say, I think that is the only punishment we get. As we say, if you do something bad, then something bad will happen to you. Then that something bad happen with you is the same guilt or the same regret which will haunt you for your entire life. So in that sense, well, I'm again very speculative about this thing.
Can spirituality and science coexist? What's your views on that?
Well, there is a very thin line between spirituality and science. Science talks about proof. Spirituality is completely based on beliefs. You can't prove soul scientifically, because whenever we talk about science, there is a prerequisite of proof. Science talk about proofs, so that is the proof, and then we conclude the entire theory or any invention or any kind of experiment or any conclusion is the only proper word. But when we talk about spirituality, spirituality is the base of spirituality is on the beliefs. There is a very thin line between science and spirituality. You can't prove science, and you can't prove spirituality with the help of science, and you keep it separate. That is the only way. Both have their own importance, but these coexisting things make a lot of controversies and a lot of pseudo theories, I can say. There is a very thin line between it. One needs proof, one needs beliefs. So, no, they don't coexist according to me.
Talking about all these things, about your philosophical thoughts, what are your views? Or do you know any philosopher particularly that you follow that resonates with your mind about human nature, who explains well about the human nature? What is it?
Well, I haven't followed any specific person individually that I am following his way, because I am my entire philosophy of living life is I don't want to believe in any belief. I question every single beliefs of people, every single stories that have been told to me. So I don't want to completely give my control to them, that if that person who inspired, not inspired, who to whom I got impressed, then I don't feel like I take whatever I want to take from them. But there isn't something like, okay, I am following this person, now I am following this. I just listen to them and think about what they are thinking or what they were thinking at that time. So there isn't any specific individual I follow. Only the logic and the rationality is what I am following right now. Yes.
Thank you. That was an amazing answer. I think I have a clear idea of, about this human nature. What is human nature? So, another question I would like to ask is, nowadays a term is trending, atheism or atheist. So, what are your views on that? What is this atheism? Why is this term trending nowadays? Is this term just for modern people? What are your views on this?
Well, I am an atheist. So maybe I could explain, maybe I can explain this well in my way. That being atheist doesn't mean that I don't believe in idea of any god or any higher superior being. Being atheist means you don't attribute the things to them in terms of like, I mean, again, this is very speculative question, but I will explain my views on it. For me, I don't find any uh, reasonable or any particular reason of believing someone, because again the okay, let me answer one theory or one hypothesis. Like the theist says that everything is created by God, then the question comes, who created God? So this kind of theories always knock in my head that then who created the God? And again, being atheist means you are free from all those borrowed stories, and you don't believe in those borrowed faith. You question uh, every organized structure about God. And I think being atheist makes you free from any kind of regional or any cultural, what I can say, that those rules these religious people have made to us. And when you see this religion are very organized, these are very structurally organized. So what makes me atheist is that the entire idea of God and the creation isn't sound logical to me. So yes, that's why I'm atheist, and I'm still evolving and exploring this God and all the things about the creator, or which we call a higher superior beings.
One thing about you that I'm curious to know is, from where did this journey of philosophy of yours begin? When were you into these things? When was the time when you felt attracted towards all these philosophical things and philosophers? I would like to know that about you.
सर 2 मिनिटं थांबा. मला एक घरून